Hello everybody, I'm Drake, and today we are going to be doing a card reading on your Divine Masculine. Make sure you stay tuned because we are going to go over how he's feeling about you, what he's doing in his life to be closer to you and in union with you. And then we're going to just go over on how he's feeling and, just anything else that's going on in his life. The first card that we have here with how he feels about you in his heart. Your energy is intoxicating and it's pulling me in. I like this a lot because right off the bat, it's just your Divine Masculine is thinking about you. There's something about, it's not something about your energy. We know what the energy is, right? It's your twin flames, but he's still trying to figure out the connection. He knows the connection in his heart and he can feel that, just doesn't really have the name for it. But he's coming closer and closer to you. He's feeling more attracted to you. He wants to reach out or communicate with you. He wants to be in your presence. Whatever you're doing right now is working, so keep doing that because your Divine Masculine is just, he wants to be around you. He wants to experience life with you. It's not running away anymore, I don't feel. It's kind of like there's this recognition of, she's the only one that I want. She is everything that I desire. Yeah, all these cards are just pointing to that. I want a future for you. He's thinking about the future. He's getting ready to be with you and, put you into his life. He's looking at his finances. He's looking at things in his house. He's looking at, can my life right now support her? Support this other person that I want to be with me. Well, it's not even a want. It's like a desire. It's a need. It's an urging. They're just done with the old. They're done with the other people, if they're in a karmic situation, but they know no one is going to compare to you. And maybe they've tried to be with other people, they tried to make it work, but it just never really worked out because it's just only been you. It's just only been you and it'll always be you. And if they were going through a karmic relationship, it's really just to reiterate the fact that it's you. They had to go through the contrast. And then once they went through the contrast, it was more like, oh yeah, okay, it's her, yep. What he's also realizing is that you triggered him not because you didn't like him, but you triggered him because you actually loved him. Because twin flames will mirror each other and bring out the nasty triggers. And so he's recognizing all these triggers and he's healing them. He's going deeper into these things. There's a lot of relationship wounds that he has to work through. There's a lot of abuse I feel like he's experienced in his life. I feel like it's really from his family. He's come from a very abusive and toxic family. And so he's working to really release those false beliefs that he's held on to because he wants to build a harmonious family with you, like a perfect family. And you can have a perfect family, but he knows that in order to do this, he does have to let go of these patterns that are holding him back from that. I hear him saying, I want to heal. I want to heal all of my stuff for her. You inspire him to heal. You inspire him to be better. You inspire him to be the best version of himself. With you, he can be relaxed. He can take off his mask. He doesn't have to put on a facade of who he is or who he wants to be. It's just, with you, he can be him. And because he can be all of himself around you, that's just where this passion comes from. He has so much passion, so much love, so much romance, in his heart for you that he's experiencing right now. He just wants to kind of sing it out or something. I don't know, maybe he's a musician, he's writing a lot of music, but if he's not, there's just so much love to express, so much that he wants to give to you. He just adores you. In his heart, there's just adoration for you. And even if you guys aren't talking right now, because I feel like there's some miscommunication that's going on, he adores you. He absolutely loves you. He loves talking to you. He loves chatting with you. He loves spending time with you. Just even like a simple hi or hi, how you're doing from you, it just brightens his day up. He could get one text and his whole day changes. And so that's really powerful. And you have to recognize that the love for you he feels is powerful. This is not no small flame. It's not no small thing. He doesn't see you as this small thing in his life. He sees you as someone who's valuable, someone who's very important to him, someone who he wants to have around forever. He doesn't want to be without you. There's no point of him being on Earth if he's not with you. Like that's how serious it is. That's what he's telling me. He's like, I don't want to be here if I can't be with her because my life is just pointless. There's nothing to do. You know, there's no point if I'm not living my life together with her. This is a big step. I feel like he's very secretive with his feelings and expressing himself, but you know, right now he's coming out of his shell. He's really coming out of his shell. He's really allowing himself to open up and to feel feelings and emotions that he hasn't before, or that he's suppressed or pushed down because he was kind of afraid of them, kind of afraid to feel all this love. Didn't really know what to do with it. It was overwhelming at some points, but he's surrendering the feeling now. He's watching you, liking your pictures, your Instagram stories. There's a lot of admiration going on right now. He's just watching you, and not in a creepy way, but he's like, oh, she's doing this. This is really nice, or oh, she looks really beautiful here. Let me do a like, or you know, get her attention in some way. But he is watching you. So if you're not like in communication with him, or you're wondering, oh, does he even notice me, or blah blah blah, he does. He's very in tune with your social media and all that. And if he doesn't have social media, he's still in the mix. Like he might be asking people about you. You know, you have mutual friends. Oh, how is so and so? How is she doing? What is she up to? He's very curious about what's going on in your life right now. I feel like he's beginning to understand like the purpose of your relationship. In a way, it's, you know, you guys both had this codependent energy that you were bringing to the table, and that didn't help your relationship at all. But as he begins to see the relationship for what it really is, and when he's releasing that codependency, he's really allowing himself to see that it's just unconditional love. There's no expectations, there's no sacrifices, there's no compromises, there's nothing that he has to do to like be with you, because being with you is just so natural, it just flows so easily. And he loves that because he doesn't want to have a complicated relationship. He doesn't want to have a relationship where he settles. So that's an even more reason why he's like, yeah, it's her. It's her. That's it. End of discussion. You know, it feels like everyone has tried to convince him that it's not you, or has tried to like push him away. Try to, you know, oh, why don't you just do this? Why don't you go out with this person and blah, blah, blah. But he's like, nope, I'm not listening. I'm not listening. I want this one person. He doesn't want that separation anymore, right? He doesn't want to be separate from you. It's really hard for him to be separate from you. And not that, you know, twin flame separation is real, but it's just like your circumstances right now. He doesn't want that. Just know that he's choosing like everything that he can to be closer to you. Yeah, he's really allowing himself to go all in with his decision to be with you. You know, it's not something that he knew overnight, right? It took a little bit of time to get into and to really look at, but now where he's at in his life, he's like, okay, it's safe for me to love. It's finally safe for me to experience this true love, to experience loving somebody, you know, and not being abandoned, because he does have a really big abandonment wounds that he's been working through. You know, that's kind of why he held himself back in the past, because he said, you know what, if I'm with her and then she leaves me, it's gonna hurt really bad, and I don't want to be hurt. And so he's protecting himself. But as he's beginning to understand the relationship, you know, between you guys more, in his heart he knows that, you know, you're not gonna ever hurt him. He's not going to ever experience that pain that he's afraid of. You know, with you it's just completely different. Your union is built on unconditional love, and you could never truly abandon each other. And even if he does have that fear, it's okay. It's okay, because he's beginning to recognize, like, you know what? I'm my own person. I'm my source of love, right? He's having a relationship with the divine, with God. And he said, you know what? If I just have just this relationship, this is enough for me, right? I don't need somebody else to be with me, to love me, because I'm loving myself. You know, I'm doing things for myself that I enjoy, that I like, and no one can tell me nothing. It's very big for him to say that he desires to be with you, because he's already like complete within himself. And because he's complete within himself, he's like, yes, I can share my life with another person now, right? I can share my life with her because she's the perfect person to share my life with. And so he's really adoring you. Like I said, I can't say this word enough. Like, he adores you. He adores everything about you. He loves your smile, your laugh. He loves, like, I don't know, I see you like laughing and he's kind of laughing too, but he loves when, you know, your eyes do the squinty thing. You know, when you guys are laughing and your eyes squint, like, he loves that because he just loves your eyes. I know it's like so cheesy, but it's something that's so important to him. He's like, I like to see the little crinkles of the eyes. I don't know if I'm making sense. I probably am. You probably guys know what I'm saying, but if not, it's just go with he loves your smile. He adores your smile. But there's nothing about you that he doesn't like. And that sometimes that surprises him because he's like, well, there's gotta be something wrong with her. There's gotta be something wrong with her, but he can't find anything. And so it just makes him laugh because he's like, wow, this woman really is perfect for me in every single way. You know, sometimes he's in awe and shock of it. So it's really funny. Wow. So this is beautiful. This is how he's feeling about you right now. He's thinking about you. He's really like in that union feeling with you, right there with you. So like, claim this. Like, this is how your man feels. He is really loving you up right now. So tap into that energy because it's there for you right now. All right. So let's go on to our next thing about, you know, just how he's doing in general. You know, what's going on in his life right now. What is he working through? Just a little more, you know, diving a little deeper into your Divine Masculine. Ooh, this is a good first card. So it's saying, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I like this a lot because this is pointing to his life purpose. It feels like he's had a lot of delays or maybe some obstacles to work through in his life purpose. But now it's like he's very clear. Because he's so confident in his relationship with Source, he's like, I can do anything. I can do anything. And so I'm going to put all my time and all my energy and my effort into my life purpose right now. He wants to start his life purpose. You know, he wants to carry out his purpose because it gives him so much energy, so much, you know, he feels so much passion for this. He's very excited. He's got some new projects going on, maybe some more ideas for his business, but he's really getting in there. He's really like putting his thought and his thoughts into reality. Like, he's manifesting his thoughts into reality. He's creating. And this is really nice because your life purpose, you know, aligns you and your twin flame together. Yeah. Ooh, another thing that he's working on is resting. And so he's working a lot, but he's also taking the time to rest. Because I feel like with him, he's overworked himself a lot in the past. Taking care of himself, always was putting other people before him. You know, not really allowing time for him. But now he's recognizing it's very important for him to rest. It's very important for him to relax. It's very important for him to, you know, make sure that he's good. Because he wants to put his best self forward. And so in order for him to do that, he's got to be, you know, okay first. So, yeah. I like that. And then his message for you is kind of like, hey, you know, you need to rest too. You got to make sure you're all right too. You know, take that time for yourself. So, yeah, and I also feel like this fill up your well thing, it also means he's doing more things for himself. You know, he's taking care of himself better. He could be going to the gym. I feel like he is going to the gym. Or doing something like yoga. There's something involving moving his body because I can feel there's a lot of energy, like moving. He's becoming more balanced. But he wants to be more in touch with his body, so that's what he's doing. He's doing these things. Could be cooking a lot more. He could be exploring, like, cooking. Maybe he hasn't really been a cook, but he's like, I want to learn how to make delicious meals for myself. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cook. And so as he's learning this, he wants to cook for you too. Like, he wants to make you feel nice and, you know, learn this for you. He's saying, I want to be able to cook for her. I want to be able to, like, you know, just provide a really nice and peaceful environment for her. So as he's doing these things for himself, you know, he's doing them for you too, which is really beautiful. Seems like he's been working through a lot of anxiety, just releasing them. It's more like releasing things that bring him anxiety. So he's clearing out, like, anything that brings him anxiety in his life, whether it's things in his house, his people, places like work. There's just a lot of clearing, it feels. He's clearing a lot of clutter out, sweeping a lot of things out of his life, which is really good, because he's claiming his power more. You know, he's standing up. He's in his masculine energy fully. He's putting his foot forward. You know, he's not taking no for an answer. You know, not letting people walk over him. You know, claiming his power. There's no, oh yeah, you can do this, blah blah blah. There's no wishy-washiness. It's just, nope, this is what we're doing. This is where I'm going. This is how I'm gonna do it. If you're not with me, then bye. Anybody that's not aligned with him, he's getting rid of. He's doing a lot of clear out, which is good because you know, he's clearing out some toxic friends. Like I said, there were some friends before that wanted to like prevent him from being with you, but he's saying goodbye to that. Could be like, if he's married, filing for divorce. If he's in a karmic relationship, you know, pushing that away, ending that. But it's just a symbolization of like the end of things that are not serving him. So anything that's not serving him, he's ending. And he's very like adamant about that. He's not wavered at all. Yeah, releasing a lot of soul ties, like a lot of past relationships in the past lives and stuff he's letting go of, you know, ending that pattern, breaking that cycle, which is very good, very good. And then as he's doing this is bringing him a lot more energy. Ooh, this is good. I feel like he's learning how to channel. He's learning how to like channel the divine. Like we said before, he's really into his relationship with Source right now. He could be learning meditation, he could be learning, you know, tarot, whatever it is, but there's definitely a study of, you know, spirituality going on here. He's definitely going deeper into it for himself because he wants to feel more connected to himself. And there's something that came up and introduced him to spirituality, and it's probably you. Like I'm about 95% sure that he kind of sees what you're doing, and he's like, I gotta do that for myself in my own way. And so he's done some research, and hey, now he's on a spiritual journey too. But it's no surprise because you guys are twin flames. You guys make the same choices. You make the same choices at the core, so there's no surprise here. Ooh, he's receiving a lot of help from higher up. You know, there's a lot of spirit guys, there's a lot of angels around him. He's very protected, and he can feel that, and that's what brings him that power also. Like, he knows he's unstoppable. He knows that nothing can mess with him because he's protected. And it's not in this cocky way, but it was more like he's really just seeing the power that he has. You know, he's not seeing himself as a victim anymore, or feeling bad for himself, or I can't change my life, blah blah blah. He's like, no, I can change my life. I can do it right now, and I have all the support behind me. It seems like he's building a really, really big support system. You know, as he's letting go of these relationships that aren't serving you, aren't serving him. But you could say you, right? Because the same. But as he's releasing these relationships, new relationships are coming in and forming. So people that are going to help him, people that are going to serve him on his journey, right? People that are going to be beneficial for your union, right? So this is really good. He's having a huge shift in his vibration now. His vibration is going very high. And not in this explosive way, but it's just because he's releasing so much. Yeah, just vibrating higher, which is good. It's a very good sign, right? Inner work is what brings you two together. And so he is doing the inner work. It's the confirmation of that. Yeah, another thing. Align your life. Yes, so this is perfect. And this can take us into our, you know, last and final topic. Like, what is your divine masculine doing to really, you know, prepare for your union? Well, this is the card that we can start with here. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? And I know that we talked about this, but this is the kind of like a step even deeper. He's looking into his consciousness, right? His soul. What no longer aligns with my soul? What no longer aligns with my belief system, right? Well, with Source's belief system, right? What no longer aligns with God in my life? What do I have to let go of, right? Where is the ego in me that I need to let go of? So he's aware that he needs to let go of his ego, which is good, because I know that everyone always says that a divine masculine won't let go of his ego, but he's aware of it, he's letting go of it, and he knows that this is what is going to serve your union. because you can't go into union with your ego, really, right? Having an ego in your union with your twin flame doesn't work, and I'm sure that you guys have tried that and you understand. And so he's becoming aware of this too. Like, this is a really big thing and a really, really big accomplishment that you guys should be proud of, because you're doing your inner work, and because you're doing your inner work, he's right there with you and he's showing up. So good job, and kudos to you. Yes, he's making the effort. Okay. In the past, right, maybe you said, oh, he's not making the effort, he's not doing anything. Well, he is. Like, he's definitely gonna reach out if he hasn't. You know, there's this forward energy that's pulling him towards you. And so he is going to be making an effort to show you that he cares, to show you that he loves you, to show you that he admires you, right? He's gonna show up there. But while you're, you know, in the meantime of this manifestation happening, don't forget to, like, give this to yourself, right? Give yourself that importance, that value. Keep valuing yourself. Keep romancing yourself, because that's going to make your divine masculine push towards you even faster. So keep doing that, right? And don't stop doing that when your divine masculine does show up, because I'm telling you right now, he is going to show up. He is going to make the effort. This is something that's very strong. Like I said, he's made up his mind about you. So there's no holding back here. He's not going to hold back. He's going to give all of that energy. And so when that happens, you've got to be ready for that. You've got to be ready to receive, but make sure that you're not, you know, you just don't put all your energy and focus on him. Keep focusing on you, because that's what's going to, you know, strengthen your union even more. Okay. That's just a little thing. Like, remember that it's, you know, source and God first, you, then your twin flame, okay? In that order. So just keep that in mind when your divine masculine is vibrating back into your life, because like I said before, he is going to vibrate back into your life. Do not worry. It's on its way. Like, claim this, because it's happening. I'm telling you right now. It's very strong. Like, there's no like resistance here from him. I'm not feeling any resistance, like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't reach out. It's just, he's like, nope, I'm going. Like, he might show up at your house or something, I don't know, but yeah. Like I said, this is very strong energy coming through. So let's take a moment, just ground a little bit, right? There we go. Ground the energy, right? This is the union energy. Relax yourself into it, because it's happening, okay? It's happening. Ooh, protection. Yeah, so as he's going forward with this, it's really just, you know, this thing of your union is divinely protected. Because it means that, you know, he's coming in with, like, this protector energy. He's coming in with it's the divine masculine energy, right? He's coming full force with that. So be ready to receive your divine masculine, because yeah, he's just ready to provide for you. He's ready to support you. There's no holdups, like I said before. Yeah, and it just feels like he's releasing all these negative thoughts about being in union with you. You know, because he's had to work through the fears and oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? Am I going to be safe here? Am I going to be allowed to relax? Am I going to get through this? Is there something going to happen? And so all these thoughts that, you know, it was coming up, it's just releasing. You know, there's not a negative thought about you right now in his mind and in his heart. Yeah. Because, you know, he truly sees you now. He truly sees you now. He truly sees himself now. And he knows, like, I need to get ready in my life to be with her. You know, and he's doing his life purpose because it's kind of like he's opening up that door for you too, because he's saying, oh, I want you to work with me, or I want you to partner here. There's definitely a lot of partnership that's coming through right now, and he making the room for you in his life purpose and in his business, because he knows that you're gonna help him there, right? And like, there's no expectation here, but it's just there's this huge desire that he has to work with you in this space, and so he's making space for you to work here. Just wants to be with you in every area of his life. It's like he wants to, like, go on vacation with you. I don't know. It's just a card. It says retreat. it's time to disconnect from the world. It just feels like there's gonna be an opening for you two to really like spend time together. It could be like planning a vacation. It could be planning to take you somewhere, like on a date. But there's definitely this thing swirling around in his mind right now. So he's just planning it all. It's kind of like he's planning the most divine date ever. You know, the most perfect date. But except it's not a date and it's your whole life. So he's planning the most perfect life for you, right? He's looking at every single area in his life and going, where can I fit her in? Where can I make room for her here? And so this is beautiful. I really do love this. Oh, yeah. He's realized like all the wrongs he's done. He's let go of it, and he's just like, I want her. That's it. That's really it. That's all I can say. That's the reading. That's wrapped up. I mean, the union energy is strong in this one. So if you're watching this, this is for you. And if you're watching this and you're really like struggling, you're struggling on how to have your union and you're in separation, please, I want you to know that you're not alone and it's completely normal to experience separation. And if you are needing help and support, we can help you. Please click the link in the description below. Download the free introductory course. It'll get you started. It'll tell you how to heal your separation. And yeah, just take advantage of all the free resources that we have here in Twin Flames Universe, okay? So thank you guys so much again for watching. I really hope that this resonates with you. And if it does, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to us because we put out card readings every single week. I'm Drake, and I will see you in the next card reading, okay? Bye, guys.